Alright, so this is a review on the EP Emmanuel by Sunday Service. When I first saw this notification or saw it on Tidal, I was like, wait, Sunday Service? Is it the same Sunday Service choir to do with Kanye West? And then I'm like, let me do a little bit of research. And then, yeah, basically it is. And, so basically the artwork is like it's black, but in the middle, it looks like there's supposed to be a moon. I believe it could be a moon. It might not be, but it looks like it could be a moon. But then there's like a bird like flying towards it. If that makes sense, like it's right next to it at the bottom, sort of, which is interesting. Like the wings are spread out, like you know what I mean, man's flying. Um, so yeah, there's only what 5 tracks on this EP. So there is, well, I might even butcher the name of these things, but oh well. So there's Requiem Aeternum. Is that how you pronounce it? Then there is O Myra Nox. Then there's O Magnum Mysterium. Then there's Pure or Puer. Puer. How do you pronounce that? I don't know. Anyway, then there's Gloria, and I just pronounce that. Yeah. So what I took from this EP, it wasn't the usual things that I've heard of from the Sunday Service Choir. Um, Although technically yes and no, but it wasn't like a track per se like you would hear on the Jesus is King album and is it Jesus is King album? I can't remember what it's called. Flipping it. And then there's the other album they did together as well. So yeah, like what I got from it is more. It took me back to and maybe how do I explain this? Although the vocals was great, like vocally, the harmonies, all that stuff there, it was very, it was very, it really did take you to church more or less. Not the church that I like. I like. I don't like them type of churches. You know what I mean? Like, that's personal to me. I don't really like them type of churches. In fact, I don't like churches point blank. You feel me? However, I know you could be like, oh no, you don't believe in God. I believe in the God that I believe in. You know, you feel me? My God's been doing good for me. Get me? Spirituality is always gonna be personal. In fact, let's talk of that for a moment, right? Before I get back onto this EP. Um, Look, there's no right or wrong when it comes to. Or I don't say there's no right or wrong, but like, what really irks me is when people try to push their religion onto other people. Cool, you believe in that religion. Understandable. If someone asks you about the religion you believe in or what your spirituality, then cool, fair enough. But if you're trying to push it onto someone and saying that there's to be this or that, and or they say, oh well, because you're this and that, like there's so many mad things that don't make sense. Yeah, like someone that practices Islam can also also practice. Someone that practices Islam, yeah, can get along with someone that practices Christianity or Ordinani, like any other spiritual systems or whatever. Everyone can coexist together. Yeah, everybody. Do you see what I mean? Like it's like think about it this way, yeah. Animals, for example. I like to use the animal analogy when it comes to religion, right? Because think about it. With every religion, there's humans, yeah. All right, cool. Watch this. Now, whether that's what I mean. So the animal analogy. So basically, imagine now, yeah, there's different type of cats. No, literally, there's different type of cats. You got the jaguar, you got the lion, you got the actual cat, then you got the leopard, you got what other cats are there? There's different type of cats, right? You got the panther. So deep it, yeah, like deep it. All of those cats, or the different type of cats, they live differently, but they coexist together. They may not live in the same particular environment, yeah, or some of them do. But like, think about this for a moment. They're not going to the next cat, the next different type of cat. Like a jaguar's not going to a leopard and saying, "You're living wrong. Be different. You've got to live this way." Now, Now you could be like, Carl, but what about you? You're telling people to this, that, and the third about, obviously with that Alkebulantrust, trying to rebuild the infrastructure in the African and Caribbean diaspora, and yeah, I know it seemed like a what's the word, hypocritical, but there's different when it comes to religion and spirituality. That things are always going to be personal, yeah. But and this is the thing, it's like when you have your own spiritual system, your own whatever that works for you, yeah, you're that's when things are gonna be the way you want it to be, yeah. Like I'm telling you this from now, like black people being, let me not get into this. Let me not get into this. Let me get into this. Let me not. All I want to say is this, yeah. If you want to support the Alkebulan Trust and what we're doing, yeah, click the link in the description box below. Where to make a donation. You can make a donation of any amount. All right. Yes. Back to the EP. All right. So basically, I just feel like, yeah, it's not. I'm still gonna give it like an 8 out of 10. But it's a very, how do I explain this into words? It's like, I'll give you an example. When I went to second, no, it was a primary school, year six actually, I remember now. There was this church that we went to, yeah, this particular church that we went to, um, like for a trip or whatever, for religion studies or whatever. I can't remember too tough. But all I remember, like, in fact, there's another trip I went to as well, crazy. But that was, I think I was at the same age, but that was to do with the church. But anyway, and the vibe of like, it's like very eerie. Like, I don't know how to explain it. I don't know how to explain it. All I can say is just it's not. All it is just it's hard to explain. You've got to listen to it to understand what it is. But like, it's not my vibe. Basically, it's not my vibe. I still give it 8 out of 10, but it's not my vibe. You understand? It's just not my vibe. It's very eerie. Yeah, that's not a bad thing. Yeah, that's not a bad thing, but it's very eerie in terms of like, I don't know how to explain it. In fact, yeah. No, I won't do that. I won't do that. But anyway, link to the EP is in the description box below. You can go listen to it and you can understand what I mean. Like, I hope you get what I mean, because I was trying to say something, but I didn't really say something, if that makes any sense. It took me a while to get to what I was trying to aim at, even though I still didn't really get to that point, really, did I? But we moved. So yeah, let's you got any other suggestions? Leave that in the comment section below. Hit the subscribe button, hit the bell notification, because you never know the video you suggest might just be next.